SARS is cracking down on social media influencers. The FSCA once again emphasizes the same story that they did in 2024 on how they want to protect consumers against influencers when it comes to financial advice. And we will be selecting another two winners for a $2,500 funder account, instant funder account giveaway. Remember to stand a chance. All you have to do is make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment related to the video in the comment section below. And we do want to thank our lovely sponsor that is making this possible for you guys. That is Equity Edge. Now, Equity Edge is a platform who is very affordable. They've paid out over 6 million in USD over the entire year. They're also one of the few prop firms who's got their own MT5 brokerage license. Now, they offer various account types that you can choose from: one step, two step, one step Swift, two step Swift, and they also offer instant funder accounts. The account starts at $2,500 and they go to 5K, 10K, 25K, 50K, even 100K. So if you are looking for a prop firm, I will leave a link in the description box below, guys. Go check out Equity Edge. Now, two topics to cover: SARS number one and the FSCA. Now, SARS has come out and said that they now want social media creators to declare their income. Now, I knew this was going to come at some point. I do want to know something though. When YouTube pays out, it does normally says that the payment minus the taxes. Does that mean it's going to be Google minus the taxes minus SARS tax deductions, or whatever the case is? We don't know. But what we do know is that SARS is saying that a lot of people might be uneducated in regards to the situation where they might have not known that they are required to declare these incomes. Now, there's many types of incomes that you need to declare. Like, for instance, if you look at TikTok, the people who do food reviews. Now, if a company gives you a plate of food to eat, you have to declare that piece of food, that plate of food, or whatever you might have eaten there as a source of income, right? Or if you as an influencer get 2 tickets to go and watch the rugby game, or you are given 4 tickets, 2 to give away and 2 to go and entertain yourself, that also needs to be included. Any type of branding or anything like that, right? So any money that you make through social media and any money that you are paid to promote any product, if you are given a cell phone that you are, just to promote a product, like the people on TikTok that are saying that 1 Rand Temu deals, that laptop or that tablet that they receive, the value of that laptop needs to be declared as an income as well. Now, they did stretch further to say that people like journalists who gets these traveling, where a journalist maybe needs to go to another place to get maybe some free meals or, get some accommodation there. They say that these journalists are normally employed, and because of that, they could factor that into their employment status and seen as a tax deductible over there. Now, so what does this mean? So TikTok is filled with a lot of people who normally do these reviews, right? But in general, if you are an influencer and you are making money through any of the social media platforms, regardless of the way you make it, you need to declare all of that incomes, because you need to pay tax for all of these things and all of the money and all of the things that that you are getting. They did say that most influencers might not have the information or education. They don't know, or they might not have any tax knowledge. So yeah, they said that you need to declare this value in kind benefits, and they form part of your gross income. So everything that you touch, that you eat, that you get, that any type of value, anything, any monetary value that you receive, or anything in that case, needs to be declared regardless on that. Now, the second thing we're going to talk about is crackdown on finfluencers. Now, for this, I'm going to share my screen with you guys, right? It says here, in July 2024, the FSCA warned that it would closely monitor the impact of financial influencers on social media to protect customers from potential harm. Now, it's been a year of me creating contents exposing scammers who's running the world and just doing whatever it is that they need to do, right? Now, I'm going to say, and this is just based on my own personal opinion, some people might take it as the way that they do. In 2024, in October, the FSCA came out and the FSCA said, guys, you are now required to have a license in order to provide signal services. The entire operation forex industry turned into the scene of Titanic. You guys remember before the Titanic hit the iceberg? The guy shouted, iceberg, iceberg, iceberg. Now, because this forex industry has been keeping, has been scamming people, taking their money without stopping, what happened was just like the Titanic, when the iceberg appeared, which was the FSCA, and people, everybody stopped. But because of the motion that they were going on, you guys remember when that piston in the Titanic and that piston stopped. But because everybody stopped, they're scamming. But because that is all they know, that piston just continued. The Titanic hit the iceberg, and there you went. These guys stopped for a little while. And today, if you look around you, you see everybody is back to providing these types of services because that's basically everything that they know. And regardless of the fact that these guys have been reported to the FSCA multiple times, you still see the same people coming out providing these services. And you ask yourself, okay, cool. So, but we're hopeful and we hope that things are going to change, right? It does say that the social media influencers, defined as individuals with a significant following on social media platforms, have been shown to wield significant influence over consumer behavior through social media content. It said this has inevitably led to the rise of influencers referring to a person who post financial and investment related content and sometimes specifically promote financial products through social media. While the FCA do acknowledge that influencers have played a positive role in financial literacy and contributed towards increased participation in the financial markets, there are still some concerns in some cases. I would say in all cases, not in some cases, in all cases. Everybody, everybody. I said this, right? If one day the FSCA, I've said this before and I'll say it again, in case the FSCA is watching this video, I'm willing to to work for the FSCA. No salary, no title, no nothing, because there is a lot of people who is breaking the law by providing these services that's just getting away with it. It says here, the FCA has seen evidence of influencers conveying misinformation and perpetuating scams through social media. The presence a clear risk to the public. Exactly, it's a warning came after sports celebrities promoted a scheme at the FSCA, later published a warning about. The FSCA also highlighted several other areas of concerns online in South Africa. These includes deepfake impersonations, financial services providers and regulators, and exploitation via social media platforms. With the advent of AI and rapid software development, the FCA has observed surge in deepfake scams. It said fraudsters use AI, other technologies to create fabricated, high quality video images, audio, text, and imitate the public figures. Now, that's kind of the end of the story. But at the end of the day, you know what? This is something that we've been trying to battle to a point where you ask yourself, is it really worth continuing to focus on trying to expose these scammers? Because you're kind of getting nowhere. Like you are hitting a roadblock because even after exposing these guys since last year, since the FSCA came out, you wake up today still and they are still providing these services. Now, the FCA might have a lot on their plate to do, and this could be the reason why they've never came out to these guys. But on the other hand, you also, us as creators, can't waste our time focusing on these guys unless something is about to happen. So I'm just going to select two winners for the giveaway. And then, as you guys know, we will be selecting the latest video, which is this one over here. And with this, we're going to copy and paste this. And just for anybody, what SARS, if SARS is watching, because that's what the influencers say. Okay, these are sponsored accounts and from the prop firm that are giving it away, right? First winner we got here. Okay, Rootman, don't give him or an account because they have the Protonic. Protonic. Um, we have already issued you an account. So let me just check something. I think we have already. I just want to be sure. As you guys know, I cannot issue two accounts to the same person. Right, the way we don't issue because this will just make way for. I just want to make sure if it's the same person before we continue. Yeah, it's the same guy. Protonic. Sorry, I just want to say. Where is this? This is, yeah, there we go. So unfortunately, we cannot give one person two accounts, and yeah, we can see there you've been issued an account, and yeah, uh, yeah, that's it. So yeah, unfortunately, guys, that is the rules to provide everybody with a fair chance. Next winner, we're going to select. The wife keeps telling me to take. Oh, bot comments. Yeah. No, another bot comment. I don't know. These influencers care about the bags. There we go. Scam says meal 748. You've won yourself $2,500 instant funder account. And next winner over here, no care for fans, for people in general. Movie. You both won yourself, guys. And just drop me an email over here. And like always say before, guys, if you have already won an account, you cannot win another account. Unfortunately, those are the rules. That is unfortunately the rules by the prop firm that are giving it away, because this allows everybody an opportunity to be able to um, to to win an account. Guys, that is it from my side. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Once again, thank you so much for your time, and as always, cheers for here.